Hey there! Do you have an intermediate or advanced level in English, but you still make mistakes? Hi, I'm Jessie, and in this video, I'll be sharing with you some common English mistakes that I see, and I'll try to categorize them into different sections. However, please note that I do have videos where you can test your knowledge on different English mistakes and correct them, so feel free to watch those videos after you watch this one. So the first kind of mistakes that I see are mistakes like this. Did you eat the pizza yesterday, for example? There's a mistake here. Did is already in the past, so ate does not need to be in the past. So it should be did in the past, subject, which is you, then the verb in base form. So it should be, did you eat the pizza yesterday? Did you eat the pizza? Some other examples are, it should not be did you liked, it is did you like, given this is in the past. Or if you want to ask in the present, you can say do you like, but when you say did, it still should be like. Or did you went, it should not be went, it should be go. So it should be did you go. And it shouldn't be, did you saw that movie? It should be, did you see that movie? So does that make sense? The did is past, and then the verb is in base form. But be careful, let's not confuse this with the present perfect. So you might see, hear, or say questions like, have you seen? Or have you gone? Or whatnot. But this is different from the simple past, which is did you base form or did subject base form. But let's not confuse this with the present perfect. So just a quick revision, we have the simple past, which is, the subject and then the verb in the simple past. So for example, I liked, and then the question would be, did you like? Okay, that's the simple present. We're not going to confuse it with the present perfect. The present perfect, which is the subject, plus the verb to have conjugated, and then the past participle. So for example, I have gone, or I've gone, and then the question would be, have you gone? So let's not confuse the simple past with the present perfect. So when you see did, or when you're going to use did in a question, the next verb should be in base form, not in the past. So let's practice. So I will say a sentence in simple past, and you will ask a question. So for example, she played. How would you ask that in the past? Answer in. It should be, did she play? Did, past tense, play, base form. Next, how would you ask if he read a book? Question in 3. The question is, did he read a book? It's spelled the same, but it sounds different. So in the past, it is he read, rhymes with the color red, and in base form, it is read. Looks the same though. So we have read, read, read in the present, read in the past. Next, they did that. Question in 3. The question is, did they do that? So did, past form, do, base form. Did they do that? Next mistake I always hear, especially among French speakers. I don't know if this is common among all English learners, but I see it a lot. And these are mistakes like, I don't know, what is it? I don't know, what is it? This is not a question, so it should be, I don't know what it is. So the is and it flip. So when you ask a question, you will have the auxiliary plus the subject, in that order. But with a statement, you will have the subject and then the verb. So the question would be, is it? So we have the auxiliary, which is, and then it subject. Whereas for the statement, we have it is. So for example, as a question, you could say, I don't know, comma, what is it? So that is really a question. I don't know. What is it? I'm asking a question. But if you're just saying that you do not know a fact, I don't know a fact, it is I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. What is it, right? Let's practice. So you'll have two options here. So is it I know who is he, or I know who he is? Answer in. The answer is I know who he is, because you're stating that I know this fact. It's not a question. Next, is it I don't know who is she, or I don't know who she is? Answer in. The answer is I don't know who she is. I don't know. I don't know who this person is. I don't know this information. I don't know which person she is. Note if I did say I don't know, who is she? That's a question. So then it would be I don't know, comma, who is she? Or I don't know, period, who is she? Next, I know where is it, or I know where it is. Answer in. The answer is I know where it is. It's a statement. I know the place where it is. I know the information. I know the fact. I know where it is. Next, do you know where is it? Or do you know where it is? Answer in. The answer is, do you know where it is? But you might be saying, it's a question. The question is, do you know the fact? And the fact is, it is. So do you know where it is? Do you know the place? Do you know where it is? So where it is the fact or the information that you know. So do you know the information? Do you know where it is? Because where it is the information. I know this can be really confusing at first, but I'm hoping this makes sense. Next, where is it? Where is it? Or where it is? Where it is? Answer in. The answer is, where is it? Because it's a question. I want to know, where is it? Where is it? So we have where, question word, auxiliary, subject. Where is it? Next, where is Greg? Or where Greg is? What's the answer? Answer in. The answer is, where is Greg? This is a question. I want to know the place where he is. Where is Greg? Next, answer, I don't know where is Greg. Or I don't know where Greg is. Answer in. The answer is, I don't know where Greg is. Because I don't know a fact. I don't know the information. Where Greg is a fact. So where he is. But if I was asking a question, remember it is, where is he? Where is he? This is tough. Feel free to go back and practice over and over again if you need to. The next kind of mistake I see are mistakes like is funny. In English, to have a full sentence, we need to have a subject and a verb. So this is a mistake commonly made by Spanish speakers because in Spanish, you don't use the subjective pronoun. Instead of saying ella es or eso es, you just say es. But in English, you do need the subjects. So there should be an it in front of this sentence. So let's practice. We're talking about a girl. Is cool. How should you actually say it? Answer in. It should be she is cool or she's cool. Next, we're talking about a boy. Is hungry. The answer should be he is hungry. So he's hungry, not is hungry. Not is hungry. We're still talking about the boy and it's a question. Is funny. Is funny. Answer in. It should be, is he funny? Is he funny? Because remember, in a question, we have the auxiliary and the subject. Now make it into a statement. Is funny. What should it be? Answer in. It should be, he is funny or he's funny. Next, we're talking about multiple people, so it should be they. We're going to make it into a question. Are stressed. Answering. It should be, are they stressed? Are they stressed? Are they stressed? Now make it into a statement. It should be, they are stressed or they're stressed. Next, we're talking about a school. Is close. Is close. It should be, it is close or it's close. We're talking about a girl and we're going to ask, is nice? How should you say it? Answering. It should be, is she nice? Don't forget the subject. So is she nice? And answer it and say yes. So answering. The answer is yes, she is. Or yes, she is nice. Or she's nice. Now say no. So is she nice? Answering. The answer is no, she isn't. Or no, she is not. Or no, she isn't nice. Or no, she is not nice. The next mistake that I commonly hear are mistakes like, I should go to the mall. Before I tell you why it's a mistake, can you spot the mistake? Answering. The mistake is to after should. It should be, I should go to the mall. But why? So the reason why this is a mistake is because after modal verbs, such as may, could, can, should, must, would, and will, the verb should not be in infinitive form. So let's practice a little bit. May I to go to the bathroom? Answer in 3. There's no to, it should be may I go, not may I to go. Next, should I to talk to him? Should I to talk to him? Answer in. There's no to, so it should be should I talk to him? So should I talk? So should, followed by talk in base form. Next, I can to draw really well. Where's the mistake? Answer in. It should be I can draw, not I can to draw. I can draw. Next, could you to tell me where to go? Where's the mistake? Answer in. It should be could you tell, not could you to tell. Next, I would to like to go to Italy. Where's the mistake? Answer in. It should be I would like to go to Italy. So I would plus like in base form. So it's not to like. I would like. I would like. Or you can also say I'd like. So I'(D) is the short form of I would. Next kind of mistake I hear is in the simple present. And it sounds like this. She don't like ice cream. Before I tell you what the mistake is, I'll let you guess. So where's the mistake? Answer in. The mistake is don't. It should be doesn't. In the simple present, when we are talking in third person singular, such as with he, she, and it takes an S. So it should be she doesn't like. So she doesn't like ice cream. Let's practice. Do he watch TV every day? Answer in. It should be does he. Does he watch TV every day? Does he. Third person takes an S. He want a car. Answer in. The answer is wants. He wants a car. Third person takes an S. Next, she have a car. She have a car. Answer in. The mistake is have. Third person takes an S and it should be has. So she has a car. She has a car. Next, do they like me? Answer in. I hope you didn't say that there was a mistake because there is not. This was a trick question. It's correct. Yes, they is in third person, but it's not singular. So if you knew there was no mistake, good job. Next, She do the dishes every day. Answer in. It should be she does. So she does the dishes every day. Notice that there is an ES at the end, so do is does, D-O-E-S, when it is in third person singular. And also notice we have do and does, us. So it's like ooh, do, does. There's a little bit of a difference there. Next, he go to school every day. Answer in. It's the same thing, so it is goes. But it does sound the same for the vowel sound, but it's he goes to school every day. He goes to school. So we have go, o, goes, o's. So it's the same vowel sound, not like do and does. And the next category of mistakes I see are mistakes with prepositions. And this is totally normal. And I feel like this happens with every language learner, whether you learn English or Spanish or French. Prepositions are sometimes harder to learn because sometimes we'll directly translate from our native language or our first language, and then it's not always the same preposition with the same verb, or not the same preposition as we would use in our native language. So we are going to practice. I will give you a sentence with a space where a preposition should go, and you will guess which preposition should be there. First one. He is studying the University of Toronto. Which preposition should be there? Answer in. The preposition should be at. We study at a university. Next, I am afraid cats. What's the preposition? Answer in. The preposition is of. I'm afraid, or I am afraid of cats. Of cats. Because in English, we are afraid of something or scared of something. Next, he is good playing soccer. What's the preposition? Answer in 3. The preposition is at. In English, we are good at something. So to be good at something. Next, Susie is waiting the bus stop. Which preposition? What's the preposition? Answer in. The preposition is at. So it is at the bus stop. Next, they arrived the airport at 7 o'clock. What's the preposition? Answer in. It should be at. So they arrived at the airport. Next, the show starts 8 o'clock. Answer in. It should be at. So it is at 8 o'clock. It starts at 8 o'clock. So we say at when we are talking about a specific time. Next, Bob ate pizza yesterday. Answer in. The answer is there is no preposition. So he ate pizza yesterday. No preposition. It's a little bit of a tricky question. So good job if you thought there is nothing there. Next, I was born 1990. Answer in. The answer is in. So in 1990. So I was born in 1990. Next, she is worried her relationship with her boyfriend. Answer in. The answer is about. In English, we worry about something. So she is worried about. She is worried about it. She's worried about it. Next, will we have a picnic tomorrow? Well, it will depend the weather. Answer in. The answer is on. In English, we use on after depend. So for example, we'll say it depends on something, or it will depend on something. It's a common mistake among French speakers. Next, he is good talking to people. Answer in. The answer is at. So again, to be good at something. So he is good at talking to people. Next, they live on the 5th floor of the building. Answer in. The answer is on. So they live on the 5th floor. So in English, we live on the 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 5th floor, etc. However, a cultural difference I want to share with you because I am Canadian, I speak English, and in English Canada, we have the ground floor, which is the 1st floor, then we have the 2nd floor, 3rd, 4th, 5th. But in French Canada, and I imagine in other places of the world, we have ground floor, then 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, and so on. So for example, in English Canada, if you live on the 1st floor, this is ground level, but in French Canada, in Quebec, if you live on the 1st floor, that is actually 2nd floor in English Canada. So something to know, because I was really surprised when I learned this. Next, he is married a nurse. Answer in. The answer is to. In English, we are married to someone. So he is married to a nurse. Next, they live in Paris. Answer in. The answer is in. They live in Paris. They live in Paris. Next, they are visiting Paris. Answer in. There is no preposition. They are visiting Paris. They are visiting Paris. They want to go Paris. Answer in. It is to. We go to a place. They want to go to Paris. Go to Paris. Next, I will go camping the weekend. Answer in. The answer is on the weekend. So I will go camping on the weekend. On the weekend. What do you like to do on the weekend? Tell us down in the comments. Do you want to continue to test your English? Click here to see if you can spot these mistakes and give the correct answer. I have a lot of videos so you can test yourself here. If you have friends that are learning English, please share my videos with them. Anyways, take care and see you in my next video. Bye!